Hello. Hi, welcome. I'm Candy Michael, and I'm here in Powell, Ohio, and very excited to be with you guys today. I have like a touch of fall sprinkled into these cards, and mostly that's just by using some darker colored cardstock that reminded me of fall colors. So thanks. I know maybe not blue, but blue's my favorite color. I just have to say that. um, Thanks for stopping in. I do have a website, candystampers.com, and a host code for the month of October. And for those ordering, I do have an ordering special as well. You'll get some free paper that I have, some free DSP or specialty paper, I should say. So jump on over and you can order from me this month using again the October host code. Hello, Terry. Welcome. Super excited. So the stamp sets I'm going to use today are going to be the Dragonfly Garden and Biggest Wish. I combined the two because I really liked the big birthday font and kind of the block font and the script font. So I wanted to use that in my card. Cards, plural. I'm actually going to show you one, kind of two. I have one not finished, but I'm going to show because I wanted to finish it on here. But I'm definitely going to show you one and then show you all the other ones I put together with using different colors. This is our 3D embossing folder, the painted 3D, I believe it's called. I should know the name and I don't. I didn't write it down, but I did use it and I have already run all of my pieces through that I'll be using, all the background pieces. And I just love the pattern that that this puts on here. So I have Cajun Craze, Old Olive, Blackberry Bliss, which I haven't used in a really long time, and then Night of Navy. So let's get started. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. The weather here in Ohio has been so gorgeous all week. It's unbelievable. Hello, Jane and Joanne. Thanks you guys for stopping in. All right, let's start stamping. So the card I want to make, and I think I'll just show it to you, and then I'll show you how I put it together. You guys, these are really easy, and I meant for them to be very easy. Hello, Barb. Nice to see you here. So this is our super fun card today. It is made with crumb cake, Night of Navy, and a pop of white. And then the ink that I used on here is the same ink pad. It's the Night of Navy pad. So this is the card I'm going to make with you. And then I'm going to show you the other ones I already have done because they look so cool all spread out together. All right, let's me get started. So I'm starting with the base of crumb cake, and this is a 8.5 by 5.5 piece, and I do have it scored down the middle at 4.25. I love pre-scoring my cardstock because my folds come out so nicely. I really do like having them pre-scored. So normally what I do is I take the whole sheet and pre-score it and then turn and do my cuts because then it's just less scoring time. Next, I have my Night of Navy that I've run already through the embossing folder. And this is going to simply get glued down to the front. Super easy. I just opened a brand new bottle of my favorite glue, the Tombow Mono Liquid Glue. Nothing makes me more happy than having to start a new bottle of glue. Hello, Betty. I hope you're having an awesome day. So this glue, you don't want to put too much on. And notice how I come way in. I actually over-exaggerate it. But I do that so that it's not too closely to the edge and I don't get that smush factor where it smooshes out the side. So we're going to simply put that down in the middle. And again, this is that embossing folder. The texture on there is just super cool. Super cool. I have my piece of white. Now I know I'm looking right at it because I just had it in my hand. This is for the inside part. Oh, I told a story. I left it on the other table. Thought it was in my hand. So this is the cardstock piece, the white for the inside. So I'm going to finish that secondly. I just wanted to have it near me because I knew I originally had it over there. So this is the little piece I'm using. Oh, the blue, the Night of Navy Blue is 5¼ by 4 inches. So it just layers right on top very nicely. Hi, Sandy. Hey, Paula. I hope you got all your reunion cards done. I've been thinking about you. Okay, so the next piece I have here, this is 4 by 3. And this is my white, my basic white. This is going to sit on top, but we need to first do all of our stamping. So I'll set these pieces aside and make room to stamp. I have to say, I am probably one of the messiest crafters, but I'm happy. That's what matters, right? It makes me happy not to be messy. It just makes me happy to craft. So on this piece that you now cannot see because it's white on white, let me get a piece of black. It's always something, right? I'll put a piece of black under it so you can actually see what I'm doing. There we go. Look at that. It's like magic. It just pops up. Okay, let me push this up in the camera a little more. So I'm using, again, the Biggest Wish stamp set. And these are my words that I'll be using, or the happy birthday. And then I'm using the Dragonfly Garden. So let's start with the big flowers on here. I've used which block is this? The I block is perfect for this stamp set. And using it for this long stamp. Hello, Alice. That's such a pretty name. All right, we're going to do everything in Night of Navy of this card. Now, the Night of Navy, for some reason, is very messy for me. I always tend to wear it. Hello from Indiana. I'll be out that way next month going to a Stampin' Up! Event in Indianapolis. Very excited. It's going to be our big on-stage event. All right, you guys. So I'm going to take, and I don't need to ink the whole stamp up because I'm going to be stamping it and it's not going to all fit. So you can ink it all up, but I don't have to. So I'm just going to kind of tap it around. Ida's here. Oh, good. I'm glad you have a minute. I'll try to be fast, Ida. Not really, but I'll try. You can always watch replay, right? So I want to give it pressure right here in the middle. But notice I'm not letting go of the stamp, you guys. You really want to hold on to that. Look how pretty. Now I will be using this again on the inside, so no need to clean it off. Next, we're going to do our words. So I'm using block H, which I don't know why I decided today to tell you what blocks I'm using, but hey, I'm using block H. Thanks, Alice, for sharing that. Now, the cool thing about this is, again, it's all done on with the same ink pad. So what I did here is I took my word birthday and I'm going to simply stamp that off. Okay. Now that I've stamped it off, it's going to be lighter, so I can stamp it about in the middle. And I mean the middle between my flower and my side there. Might be a little crooked, but I'm good with it. Okay, next I'm going to take my happy, and I have to laugh because this stamp actually says happy, but I've had people at my classes pick it up and look at it and go, not really sure, but I think that's the right way. So I always have to make sure I look at it because it's kind of a confusing stamp. Hi, Sylvia. Welcome, welcome. All right. So now we have this all nice and juicy. And I'm going to overlap it just a little bit because it won't matter. That one's a little bit lighter. Look how pretty. This card just makes me happy, just like the word. All right. This is a fun little tip. I am going to use a piece. I'm going with the same color as my base, which is crumb cake. So I took a scrap and I used my scoring tool, and I used it about 3/4 of the inch in. Now I'm using an old retired punch, but what I want to do is just punch out a circle. And the reason I scored it is because it is so much easier to fold this when it's scored than when it's not. And I'll show you why. It just doesn't fold right, especially when it's that small. So just do it. A simple tip is just to score it first and then try folding it. So when you tend to do this, I don't know, when I did them last time, they really came out very lumpy. So I didn't like that look. So with scoring it, it just helped. I'm going to use my bone folder to kind of press that out just a little bit. All right, we have some of our linen thread. And I took about, I know I had measured it out. It was 7 inches. But, well, all right, I'll do it the right way. I'll bring out the ruler. I'll measure it and then I'll cut. I was just going to cut it. But I am trying to show you guys a fun idea. So you want to know it was 7 inches with the linen thread. And I just kind of took it, found where the middle pretty much is, and then just had that marked. And then I'm going to simply slip this on and hold my ribbon in place or my linen thread and then staple it on. Now, we used to have this stapler for sale and we no longer do, but any regular size stapler would work as well. So to tie my bow, you guys are going to laugh. To tie my bow, I'm going to simply tie it onto that. Hi, Sandra. I'm going to tie it right onto that staple. When I do my bow, I literally turn it upside down. For some reason, my bows come out facing the right way. I don't know why. They just do. So I'm an upside down bow tire, in case you didn't know that about me. Now you know my secret's out. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so look how pretty it came out, though. Isn't that cute? Looks like just a fine little bow. All right, let's set this aside with our other piece, and now we need to do our dragonfly. I'm going to use the same ink. I have my dragonfly on a gigantic block because I forgot to switch it, but it's all right. So sometimes if you want to make sure you have it all, just stamp it off first and then go ahead and re-ink it. I just want to make sure everything is nice and juicy. And for this one, I already know that when I go to punch it out, this has to be down towards the bottom, meaning that I want it down here in my stamped image, because if it's up too high, it's not going to work. You're just going to have to cut your cardstock. So I always eyeball the punch first to see about where I want it. So we're going to put it down here, nice and firm pressure, not letting go of your stamp. And voila, cute, cute, cute. This little dragonfly, I know it's maybe kind of springy, but the colors and everything, I don't know. I think these flowers could be fall. Well, I'm going with fall. That's my theme. Hi, Patty. Welcome, welcome. So I'm going to go ahead and punch it out. I do obviously like to line it up on the back side. It's kind of funny. They made these punches, I guess, kind of backwards. Punch it out. Now, I don't need this, but if you like to save those pieces, you certainly can, because maybe you'll have a use for it. I don't. So lastly, what I want to do is pop this up. So I'm going to use some of our dimensionals. These are some of the larger regular size black. The black dimensionals that we have come in a pack. You get 2 of these sheets and 2 of the minis. And with that, so you get a total of 4 sheets, and they are $6 for the entire pack. And I'm telling you, these last you. You only need to do that many. I know some people like to go all the way around, all over the middle. You really don't need that many. The corners are fine. And I like one in the middle for good luck. I just like to have the card so it doesn't sag in the middle. No saggy cards. No saggy cards. So this is going to jump right here in the center. By the way, that circle punch was a 1 inch. I don't remember if I said that or not. Any size will work, but just so you know, that was a 1 inch punch. All right, now we have our little dragonfly. Come on, fly over here. There we go. And I'm going to use my big large. You can use the minis. You can put them wherever you want. But I am using it this way. So the cool thing about just putting one dragonfly or one dragonfly, one dimensional, is that I can kind of bend my little wings on here. I know when you're going to send it, it might not be poofy or fluffy like that, but it looks good for right now. So let's go ahead and put this down. It will overlap my letters on the birthday, but that's all right. We know what it says. Oh, this little string wants to just flop all over. It's not behaving. There we go. I just gave it a twist. Look, isn't that so super cute? So I have one more little piece that I like to do on here. And I'm going to use our Wink of Stella brush. If you're not familiar with that, this Wink of Stella brush, once you get it primed, and I would have to sit down and show you how to do that. But there's a little black ring that comes in here when it ships. You pull that off. On the side, it says push. You just push it downwards, and you literally give this a squeeze, like 2 or 3 squeezes until you see all the ink come down. And then you don't ever have to squeeze again. It's just like a flowing pen. But what it'll do is it'll give it sparkle. I don't know that you can really see it on the blue right here. I'll do it on this one and I'll show you. It's not a lot, it's a little bit. So I'm going to do a little bit on the flower. And the cool thing about this, depending on your ink, is if you notice, the color is somewhat bleeding into the petals. And I liked that look. So I was okay with that. If you're switching colors, you'll just want to run your pen like this to kind of clean it off. But I don't mind it kind of filling in those leaves a little bit. Isn't that pretty? Then on here, it'll do the same on the wing. So on here, I'm just going to brush the, give it a shiny body, a shiny back here. And then I'm going to do the wings. Now it might again kind of bleed, but it doesn't matter. It just fills it in. And if I'm switching colors, then I just wipe it off on my scrap paper. It just gives it a little bit of, what do I want to say? Character. Character is a right word. So here we go. It's not as easy holding it up to the camera, but I wanted to show you. And you can see again how it's just smearing a little bit. I don't mind it. Isn't that pretty? Okay, now we have to do the inside. So let's finish the inside. Set this aside again. And, let me show you the Wink of Stella. I'll bring it right up to the camera. Glenda, hello. I hope you're doing well. Can you guys see the shine? See the shine? Thank you. I'm glad you like it. All right, let's do the inside. So again, I'm going to take my flowers. And this time I'm going to just tap it onto the blue ink pad and I'm going to pull it up here. Pretty much the same as the front was. Give it a lot of pressure down here because the first couple ones I didn't push enough. So we have, you can see it's even a little bit light there, but it's okay. It's okay. The next words that I wanted to use was... Okay, I know it's here somewhere. Who moved my cheese? Oh, candy, candy, candy. I know I'm looking right at it, but I don't see it. Okay, well, I won't be stamping on the inside, but I'll show you what it says. I know it's here on the block, but I literally don't see it. Not sure where I put it, but here, I'll show you the finished card. Let me close this. But here we go. Well, this one's different. It doesn't have the flowers. So let's add the flowers. This is insane. I literally had it sitting here. Oh, well. I think there's a little gremlin messing with me. Little gremlin. So now this is going to make a mess right here. So if you ever do something like that. Just put that there. I hope you guys can see this, that I'm in the camera enough. And then it doesn't get on the rest of your card. Voila. Oh, well, pretty much I had just done the flowers and the words, but how about a few little butterflies? Very pretty. Very pretty. Okay, so here's my finished cards, except for my inside on this one, but shh, don't tell. All right, next we have, I want to show you guys my cards that are done in the other colors. So this was kind of my fall idea. My fallish idea, I should say. I'll put that back there. So I used, on all of these cards, I used the Sahara sand on the background. So this one was crumb cake, but on these I used the Sahara sand. So let me get my camera back here. So everything is lined up because I see it's out of the camera. There we go. So I did this one in Berry Bliss. That's not what it's called. Blackberry Bliss. Oh my God, it's sitting right here. I did it in Blackberry Bliss, and I just thought this came out so pretty. And I have my Dragonfly done, and I did my Wink of Stella with my flower. And hold on a minute, my husband is very loudly speaking on the phone. Sorry, he's a little loud. He has his big old earmuffs on. I don't know if you can hear him, his big headset, and he can't hear how loud he's speaking. Anyway, I used the Wink of Stella, and look at how pretty it colored all that in and gave it a little shine. This is what I did on the inside, and this is what I meant to do to show you, but it all works. This inside white is 4 by 5 1/4. I think I forgot to tell you that. All right. The next one I did in Old Olive. It's all the same, you guys. I just did a variation. I mean, various colors. Not a variation, just various colors. And then I did Cajun. All of them are done exactly the same. A little bit of Wink of Stella on them because I just thought that was so pretty. And I felt the fall air outside was very, very, very nice. I had to go out and take pictures of all the trees. Okay, so I have one more little card that I made, and I changed it up a little bit, but I wanted to show you on this one how much it colored in with the Wink of Stella, and I made it a thank you. So in this stamp set, you can do thanks, birthday, friend, like just a friend card, a hello friend card. This font is very, very nice. So I used just the script part, and again, on your dragonflies, you can just kind of bend them up as though they're going to fly away. And it just looks so pretty. Isn't that nice? So let me show you on this thank you very quickly how I did the Wink of Stella, and again, how I tied the bow. I don't think I never finished the inside, but that's all right. You guys have the basic idea and just how much fun this stamp set. The Dragonfly Gardens has that punch that we still have in the catalog, and it makes beautiful cards and very nice bows if I can just make it work. There we go. Just bear with me, I'm almost done. So you guys, Stampin' Up! Is having a special this month. If you want to join my Stampin' Up! Team, you can go to candystampers.com and find the link to join my team. I will also post it in the comments of my Facebook Live today, because through the end of the month, you can get your Stampin' Up! Starter Kit for $99 plus tax. Stampin' Up! Will pay the shipping, and you get $155 of product. Normally it's $125, and they bumped it upward to give you $155. So come on over and join my team. We have so much fun stamping and visiting and always meeting new friends. All right, let me finish coloring this one in so I can show you how beautifully the ink actually smears with that Wink of Stella. I'm talking so much, my mouth is dry. All right, let's do the flower. Let me bring it right up here to the camera. Is that focused? There we go. So I'm just going to simply fill in. The Wink of Stella pen is awesome. And it's kind of like a blender pen, but it gives it a nice shine, a little sparkle. Look at that. I'm going out of the lines. Oh, well. And then on here, you guys are going to, this blew me away when I started coloring, how much it pulled that color in. And I really liked it. So I hope you guys will get your stamps out. If you don't have this stamp set, go ahead and place your order and use my host code for this month. And think about joining Stampin' Up! Because you get a great discount, 20% to start with. And you can build it up to 25% at some point. It's all based on sales. Look how pretty. And what else? Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that a pretty thank you card? So I was thinking with Thanksgiving coming up, we might need to have some thank you cards to send as we all realize how thankful and grateful we are for each other. So thanks again for joining me today. I hope you love, let me move this one down here. I hope you love my array of cards, my fun Stampin' Up! Ideas. Give me some likes, some feedback. Let me know where you're from. And join me next week at 4:11 for some 411 Stampin' Fun on Wednesday. And I might be showing you guys a scrapbook page. Does that sound good? Are there any scrapbookers out there? Let me know. Hello, Donna. Let me know if you're a scrapbooker or card maker, but I've just been itching to make some scrapbook pages for you guys. So let me know. Thanks for joining me today. Oh, one last thing. I wanted to tell you guys, don't forget to stamp on your envelopes. This is so amazing to just dress up your envelope. Here, I'm going to cover up all my stamps. Dress up your envelopes by simply using that same color ink that you're using. I had left this out on purpose. And just give it a nice little color. Isn't that fun? Now I have my matching envelope and card. And everybody enjoys getting fun mail. So get those cards made. Drop them in the mail. I know I was late this month for a few people, but I'm telling you, they're coming. They're coming. And keep sending, keep stamping, and make somebody's day a happy one. Have a great one, you guys. Thanks for stopping by. See you next week. Bye. Thanks, Karen. Bye.